I left my girlfriend for her sister.
Damn!
Dear Pastor, I am a 30-year-old man and I am having a problem. About 8 years ago I had a girlfriend. I really loved her. But, she was a church lady and was more interested in getting me into her church. I told her I was not ready to get married. However, I attended church a few times with her, but it was a very noisy church so I backed away. She had a younger sister who was living in America. One day, she told me her sister was coming to Jamaica and she would like the both of us to pick her up from the airport. So, I got the time off from work and went with her to the airport. From the time I saw the sister, I fell in love with her.
You what?
She had such a nice shape. I told my girlfriend that I liked her sister and she laughed.
You don't find that suspicious?
But in my heart, I said I would love to date her. We went out together to eat and I tried to talk to the sister alone, but my girlfriend suspected something. One day when she was at work and her sister was alone at home, I showed up. Her sister was very happy to see me and I took lunch for her. I told her how much I admired her, and she said nothing could go on between us because I was already dating her sister and she would not do anything to come between us. I told her that I cannot take her sister's religion. She said she is not a part of that church. To cut a long story short, when she went back to America, I kept calling her and I told her I was going to break up with her sister, and when we do, I would like her to become my girlfriend. She said she did not agree, but I told her that her sister and I never went to bed. That is what got her interested in me. She told her sister what I said and she confirmed that we never went to bed. My girlfriend called me a dog, but I took the cursing. It took 6 months for me to get this girl to agree to have a relationship with me.
Get the French toast out of here.
But when she did, she admitted that when she saw me, she felt a little love in her heart for me.
Shut up your mouth, man.
This relationship has developed, so I am no longer with her sister, but she hates me. My present girlfriend was living in New Jersey, but she has now moved to Atlanta and she loves it there. We would like to get married. Her mother told her that she should not have gotten involved with me. This girl and I made love and it was amazing. She is a nurse and she is very smart. I don't feel guilty for what has happened. I know that these two sisters would have to resolve their differences. I am glad I never touched the first sister. Do you believe that I did anything wrong? I know that I am in love at the moment, and it feels good to be in love. Her mother does not speak to me anymore. What should I do?
Move this man!
Dear R. Your letter reminds me of a young man who was my college mate. He is from South America, and while we were in school, he fell in love with a girl, and he thought he had found love. She was living at her parents' home, along with a sibling. She invited him to their house, and when he went and was introduced to her sibling, he fell in love with her sibling and decided to try and develop an intimate relationship with her. When his girlfriend realized that he was interested in her sister, hell broke out between the sisters. She said it could not happen, and he told me he had to run for his life because the sisters fought over him, so he ended up marrying neither of them. After graduation, he left Jamaica and went back and found a girl from another country and married her. Sir, you have to understand that it must have been difficult for your girlfriend to accept that both of you were going together, and as you saw her sister, you decided that you preferred to have her. I am not going to condemn you or your current girlfriend. I could only wish that everything will go well between the both of you. You have to understand, however, that it will take a long time for the hurt that you have created between these sisters to be healed. Your mother-in-law may never trust you again. I wish both of you well. Pastor.
Well guys, that was some dirty deed from AR, but unfortunately it happens. AR is bad because he wanted his girlfriend's sister. He should have never pursued her. not only have he caused contention and animosity between the sisters, but he also shows that he never truly loved his first girlfriend as he claimed, because he would have known how it would have hurt her. So, clearly this man was lusting after his girlfriend's sister, and because he was not having sex with the first sister, he was losing attraction to her. I guess that was one good thing about this story, because if he had slept with the first sister then left her for the other, then this man, like the first sister said, would have been a bigger dog than he was. And let's not forget that the other sister broke the code. At least, I believe girls have that code like the brothers do. However, I guess people want what they want, and the big sister never gave up the cookie, so she won't feel used, but sometimes the betrayal hits deep. Anyway guys, please subscribe to the channel if you like interesting relationship stories like this one. While you do that, let's check out these comments.
First comment comes from Maurice Melville. Low down dirty scoundrel. Karma never forgets. Always remember that.
Nice.
Reader Woman said, don't get upset if she leaves you for your brother or best friend. Unfair game, play twice. Republican also said, brethren, a visa you a look. What if you introduce your now girlfriend to your brother, and she leaves you for him? Guess you would not have an issue, right? Bleach added, you did nothing wrong. If one sister don't work, try the next one. You are still in the family. Tasia commented, writer, regardless of whether you had sex with the first sister or not, it is just all about morals. The first sister had feelings for you, so you should not have gone with her sister, and also her foreign sister should have never accepted your calls and started a relationship with you. This situation is so hurtful, and I am hoping that you do not want to use the foreign sister because she has a good job and lives abroad. J. Jones replied to Tasia, love and morals are not friends. Vernal replied to J. Jones, neither love nor hate. Come on man, everybody can't be so morally bankrupt. Now there is a rift in the family. Captain Sparrow chimed in with, it is what it is. But the sister and mother will always dislike you, so that's the trade-off you'll have to live with for stealing the other sister. Pilot Striker added, why do people believe that they can own someone? People are free to make decisions that make them happy.
What do you mean by that?
Mike B added, well, this is a tough one. On one hand, you did not exactly go all the way with the first sister, even though you considered her your girlfriend. It seemed as if perhaps she was being a good girl due to her religion. So, with the younger sister, without the shackle of religion, you were able to go all the way with her, and now she is your girlfriend and you are in love. Obviously, you have created a rift now between the sisters, and the mother does not speak to you and will likely judge your current girlfriend. That is why you should never, ever get involved with your girlfriend's sister. Sisters are usually off limits. But what can you do now? If you both love each other, you have to just keep loving each other and get married. Sometimes one relationship is not meant to be, and another might be. You have to now hope that the former girlfriend, the bigger sister, can forgive the younger sister, your current girlfriend, and move on. But it sounds like you and the first sister haven't even seen each other naked, and just for that, I will cut you some slack. The heart wants what the heart wants. Selah. Vernal replied to Mike B, very distasteful, why cause a rift in the family? What a disloyal sister, shake my head. Convince me that at the back of his mind, he won't be afraid to introduce her to his male family members or friends. King Ironside from Rose Lane gave his 2 cents, a lot of respect for the big man. I like that move you made. If the older sister wasn't so pushy about church, then maybe it could have worked out for you too, but her sister came in the picture and captured your heart. Good move. Now your ex can go date Jesus. Vernal replied to King Ironside, the man caused a rift in the family. Him soon gets what he is looking for. The younger sister has zero loyalty. Can we talk too? Commented, Pastor. In all honesty, both from the story you've related as well as this writer's letter, both men appear to be very shallow. How does one meet someone today who is virtually unknown to them, yet all in a sudden profess to love this person who is an absolute stranger? Unless this letter has been edited for brevity, practically the first thing that this writer mentions is his current woman's shape of physique. Why hadn't he said something along the lines that she had a warm smile and her personality was very captivating? What I'm sensing is this writer trying to justify his initially trying to make a move on the sister of the woman he was initially talking with. Likely the only reason he had not consummated that relationship is because this woman, the former girlfriend, would not have sex with him before marriage, as well as wanting him to join her church, although she might have been appeased if he were attending any church. The writer will have some hurdles to jump over in order to win over the mother of the woman who he's involved with now, as well as her sister, his so-called former girlfriend. 8 years ago, and all this is coming up now, and what's eye-catching is that this writer has yet to make a definitive commitment of marriage, only the talk of, "We would like to get married," and more startling is his comments of, "I know that I am in love at the moment." Really at the moment, and it feels good to be in love. So the question anyone is likely to ask is this: is it really love, or just infatuation, or yet and still in love with the idea of the opportunity, which a marital union could be of eventual benefit to him? No sense in beating around the mulberry bush in asking the question.
Got him.
And the last comment comes from J. Jones. All is fair in love and war. Dating is not a guarantee that you'll walk down the aisle. The fact that the relationship was not consummated makes it fair on moral ground.
What more do you want from me?
Well guys, these comments were very interesting to say the least. I see there that the majority consensus is that what the writer did was wrong. However, on the other hand, there are some who believe the fact that he never had sex with the first sister means it was fair game to be with the second. I can understand both points of view, but the fact that there was animosity between the sisters shows that the older sister felt betrayed by both her ex and now brother-in-law as well as her younger sister. Can We Talk Too asked how the writer could meet a stranger and fall in love, and to that I would say that some people believe in love at first sight. This was more so believed by women, but some men also believe in it. But guys, what are your thoughts on this situation? Was the writer wrong for leaving his girlfriend to be with her younger sister? Was the older sister wrong for withholding sex from the writer? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, please subscribe to the channel and like the video so more people like you can watch and enjoy content from me. I really appreciate the support. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Love.